standing against a surge of gun violence in our communities. We're here to give voice to the voiceless. That person that's been gunned down and cannot speak. We're here for them. Those children especially, we're here for them.
My name is Reverend Kevin Jones. They call me Rev for short, and I just prefer just being called Rev. I am the faith-based organizer for NIA, Save Our Streets, since 2011, beginning in Crown Heights, and also now with Bed-Stuy. A faith-based organizer is similar to a community organizer. I'm a believer that if you pastor a church, you not only pastor a church, but you also pastor a community. And how can you pastor, whether it be 20 or 200 or 2,000, and be oblivious to what they're going into when they walk back out those four walls? We have to address the issues of our day. And that's what got me involved in anti-gun violence, addressing a major issue here in our community. One year, there was an increase of shootings on St. John's Place in Brooklyn, and it was in a 3 to 4 block radius. That was it. It was multiple shootings, and the police were out, and the politicians were out, and I mobilized the faith community, telling them, we gotta hit the streets. They need to see us. And my pitch to them was, they've seen the police, they've seen the politicians, they need to see us visible in the street. So that's what started a series of faith walks for me. We had about 175 people the first time. And then by the time we did another one, and then we did another one, we had almost 300 people. And one of the best things that I saw happen when we did the first one was, at each corner we went, as we walked, we picked up people that was in windows or standing on corners or saw us stop at a street corner. They went the next block and the next block. And when we got to the end, we had this big rally on the street corner. We need to start early with our kids. Yes, with reading and writing, yes, but also with how to protect a community, how to be a community, how to survive in a community, how to survive in a community that's not all one color, that's not all one faith, that not everybody looks like you. We have to be talking about this so we can create a one harmonious community. I started what was called a youth symposium. We would have workshops going on throughout the youth symposium. We would have a general session. We would have workshops for kids, workshops for teenagers, workshops for adults, workshops for clergy. And we did this for a reason. It was all about preventative measures, because NYPD is not preventative. Okay, you want to see more policing? No, they're coming when a crime is committed. You tell them something's going to happen, they will tell you, well, we don't have enough resources. Call me when something happens. We brought in some of these young men and women to talk to them about their own experience. And some of the best group that we've had, that they love to hear these young men and women talk about violence in the street, what they've been through. And they sit there wide-eyed, wow. They sit there wide-eyed, and then when I read their results at the end of it, these kids are saying, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go there. I want to talk to them more. I want to sit with them more. I want more guidance from them because they've been there. When I'm dealing with a family that's lost someone to gun violence, and I say to them, you know, when you get me, you literally get me for life. And they don't know me from Adam, from day one. All they know is I'm a clergy and I work for Save Our Streets, right? And so when I start calling them twice a week and then once a week and then coming up with support groups, because now we have a need. These mothers, these children, they need something beyond just a phone call. So now let's bring them together and find a way in bringing them together where they will know they are not alone. What motivates me to do this work is a love of helping people get from point A to point B. And in a deeper word is the word transformation. If we can transform a community or transform a life, that's what key for me, to see transformation projects.
So God bless this community. Everyone that's standing here, give them to keep on marching, keep on walking, keep on opening up their voices and sending out the shout that enough is enough. Amen.